Namaste everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel Roots of Analytics. Today in this session we will discuss what is update keyword. Basically update keyword we are using to update the data in a existing table. For an example, we have already created a date table and we have ingested data into that table. And if in case like we want to make some changes into the data, at that time, we can use the update command to change those data in that table. Let's see like what is update and why we're using update. So update is a keyword in SQL. The update keyword in SQL is used to modify existing records in a table. It is a data manipulation language. It is a DMN language that allows you to change the values of one or more columns or specific rows or all rows if no condition is specified. Basically, when we are using update command or update keyword, we are using it with the set keyword and we are using it with the where clause. We are using it to update the value of a existing table, and when we are doing it, we can make these changes to one or multiple columns. Okay. So, and also we can use where condition. For an example, if I want to make changes for a specific record, at that time I can use the where condition. And if I want to make changes to the whole column, for an example, like whatever data I'm having, I want to give the country column name as India. So at that time, I don't need to use the where condition. Simply I will go and I will give the new value. I will assign a new value to that particular column and all the value will reflect in our existing table. So for that, the query we are using update table name, set, column, then we are taking the value where condition. So update is the keyword we are using to update the value in the existing table. Set keyword we are using with the update command, update keyword to make the changes in the existing column. And we are using where condition if you want to make changes for some specific records. So if we'll go and see like what is set keyword. So set keyword in SQL has two primary uses: assigning new values to columns in an update statement and assigning values to a variables in a procedural SQL like with stored procedure or triggers. Can also refer to set operators that combine results of select queries. So we are having three concepts over here. One is our set keyword. Primarily we are using it with the update statement. So mostly whenever we'll use a set keyword, we will mostly use with the update statement. And that where you will be using to assign some new value to a existing column. Okay. And other thing what we have seen over here, the stored procedure or trigger. So that is a concept like which we will see in the advanced SQL. So where we will discuss like what is stored procedure, why we are using stored procedure, and we'll see like these keywords how we are using over there. And another concept is the set operators. So we have already covered what is operators. So it is like set operator is nothing but like a set of select queries. So it is not a operator. So set, we are not using set as a operator over there. So the operators which we are using, those are called as set operators. Okay. So the query which we are using for set, similarly update table name set column 1 is equal to like the value, then where condition. Set operator we are using to assign some value to a existing column with update command. Okay. So now we'll see doing practical how things are working in SQL. So as of now we have seen we have one table. So any table we can consider here. So if I'll execute this query, so I have this table. Okay. So what I want to assign here. So here I want to assign some new value to the products column. For an example, so if I will go, I want to, yes, I want to assign some value to the product column. So what I can do, let's write the query to see how update command works. So as we have discussed, we have multiple scenarios where we can use update keyword. So in our first scenario, we'll see if we want to update the value of a column where it will affect all line items. So how we can write the query? So I can write update, then table name. Here our table name is new copy, and what I want to, like, where I want to make the changes, I want to make the changes for a column value. So I want to set a new value. So I'll use a set keyword. Then I want to give the column name. I will give the column name as products. Then I will assign a new value. So if you'll check here in our product column, it is having these many line items, and I want to make changes like here in our first line item, it is mobile. In the second line item, it is TV. And in third line item, it is mobile. I want to assign a single value to the column. So here we are having multiple values in this column. So now I will assign a single value to this column. So in product, I will assign TV. So if I will execute this query, it will change the column values to TV. So the rows affected here, if I'll check here, you can see the products column value changed into TV. So now all line item having a single value, that is TV. So if we want to make changes to a single line item or like multiple line items, then how we can write the query? So when this kind of scenario will be there, then we have to write the query with the where clause. So similarly, I can write update new copy and same set products. I want to make these changes from TV to mobile. I want to assign a new value mobile, and I want to assign this value to ID 1. So in this case, I will use the where condition, and I will use ID is equal to 1. If I will execute this query, it will write one row affected. Then if I'll check the value here, you can see for the first line item, the product's value changed into mobile. Similarly, if you want to make changes to multiple columns, then how we can do it? If we'll see this first scenario where we are assigning a single value to the column. So in this case, if I want to assign the single value to all the columns, like another column, at that time I can use a comma, I can go for the profit column, and I want to assign one value, that is 2000. And if I will execute this query, so if I will already it is showing 3 rows affected. Let's see how it is showing now. If I will execute this query, you can see over here for the products column, the value is TV now, and the profit columns, we are having only one value, that is 2000, assigned a single value to the profit column, similarly to product column. And if you want to assign values for multiple columns using where clause, how you can do it? Similarly, only here what I have to do, update new copy, set products is equal to mobile, and what I can do, I will write profit is equal to 3000. So what I am writing here, I want to update the new copy table where I want to assign a new value to the products column, and I want to assign the value mobile here to product column. Similarly, for profit column, I want to assign the value 3000, and I am using here where clause. I am using where id is equal to 1. That means like I want to make changes for this line item where I want to assign the value for the product column. Instead of TV, I want to assign it as mobile. And for the profit column, instead of 2000, I am going to take 3000. So let's run this query and we'll check like how it is affecting one row affected. Let's see what is the value we are getting. So you can check the first ID here, the first line item. Now the product is changed to mobile and profit changed from 2000 to 3000. Okay. So in this way we can make the changes. Now I think like the update concept is clear. So in our next session we'll see how to like what all set operators are there. So we'll go to check like what all set operators are there and how we are using the set operator. In our next session we'll check what all functions are there, what all type of functions are there, and how we can use those functions. So like for these functions, I will cover some important functions and we'll see how we can use those functions. That's it for today. I'll see you in next session. Till then, like please go through the video. Check if you are having any doubt. Put it in your comment box. I will try to revert on that comment box, or if any new video needed, it definitely I will bring it for you all. Thanks for watching. Take care.